My name is Stacy. Along with Patty, I work at Parents Place of Maryland. I was a client of Parents Place long before I was employed there. We'll tell you a little bit about some of the programs that we do at Parents Place. But I took full advantage of their services, and then I think I was just around so much they decided to pay me to be there. So these are my guys. I have 4 sons. The 2 oldest are Lucas and Benjamin. They are 11-year-old twins. They're typically developing-ish. There is some Asperger's and anxiety stuff. Debatable whether it's genetic or not technically, but I can tell you that those apples did not fall far from the paternal tree. My 2 youngest are Marshall and Sam. They've had a variety of diagnoses in their short lives. Marshall is 9 now, and Sam is 7.5. They were initially diagnosed with benign congenital hypotonia, low tone. Then they were diagnosed with a leukodystrophy, non-progressive leukoencephalopathy with bilateral temporal cysts without megaloencephalopathy, not to be confused with megaloencephalopathy. Basically, it was a leukodystrophy of unknown genetic origin. So through genetic testing at Children's, we determined that they actually, I had nothing to do with it, they determined that they actually have a mitochondrial disease. So again, much like leukodystrophy, that is an umbrella description. There are many different mitochondrial illnesses. What they have is COXPD, it's combined oxidative phosphorylation deficiency. Type 11, there is also a type 8, I don't know what that means. So it is a genetic mutation of the RMND1 gene. If anyone here knows what that means, maybe you can find me later and explain that to me. As I say to my husband, so my mutated gene saw your mutated gene across a crowded room, and the rest was history. It is genetically linked to both of us. We have no reason to believe that our 2 older boys have the genetic disorder at this point in time, but they could be carriers. It is very rare, so the likelihood that they would also find somebody that they ended up ultimately having children with and then passing it on to their children is unlikely, but is a possibility, and one that we'll have to address at some point in the future. So how does it impact the boys? Well, as you can see, there are some mobility issues. Sam is currently in a wheelchair. He's the youngest. He's currently in a wheelchair. He is nonverbal. They're both hard of hearing. They do both wear hearing aids. Significant developmental delays, gross motor, fine motor. It pretty much runs the gamut. Marshall is the middle guy. He's very verbal. He will talk your ear off, particularly about Paw Patrol, if you let him. He just recently had surgery in December. It's a muscle lengthening surgery. As he grows, his muscles don't grow and stretch out with him. So he'll likely have to have that surgery more than once. And then, of course, the 2 older guys have their own unique challenges, and as we enter the teen years, their challenges will become even greater, I suspect. But we do try to have a little bit of fun. That picture up in the upper corner is Marshall and Sam doing walker races at PT. So we try to instill a lot of laughter in everything that we do, and I think we do it fairly successfully. I think having 4 children in and of itself requires a professional care coordinator. Having children with multiple healthcare needs absolutely requires some helping hands with care coordination. I'm really lucky that I get it in a professional setting because of my work, and hopefully we can help get that to other families as well. So thank you.